All right, guys. It was first half. I think their attention to detail and their sense of urgency was much better than ours. We turned the ball over way too many times. Yes, we have freshman guards, but at some point in your life, you got to stop turning the ball over. And so we need to do a better job of that. We dug ourselves a big hole, not making free throws and turning the ball over in the first half. And then second half, I think we only had 4 turnovers, but we still missed 3 free throws in the last 2 minutes. And at the end of the game, you got to make free throws and not turn it over. And that's the 2 biggest problems that we had today. But Texas, they play exceptionally hard. They're very experienced. Somebody told me they have 100% of their scoring and rebounding back from last year, and they added Greg Brown to it. And I knew Greg would make a 3 today because he had missed his first 10, so I knew we would cure his problem there. And so he did make one, but we just got to play better and can't get behind a good team like we did today.
Hey, Roy, it's Adam Smith in Burlington. Just there at the end there, the last 25 seconds, did you feel like Texas would probably go to Coleman the way you've been playing? And were you trying to tell RJ anything of what to expect of what he might do there?
Well, you can tell him anything you want, but guys, if you've ever played basketball, it's up to you to guard that guy. And RJ tried to do a good job, and Matt hit a tough shot. If we'd had a little more experienced team, we would probably try to double team, but we haven't been doing a very good job of that in practice, and I didn't want to give up a layup by not getting a goaltender in there, but that's it's what it was, and you got to congratulate Matt for making a shot.
Coach, this is Andrew Johnson, Tar Heel Illustrated. What do you think the primary 1 or 2 things that Caleb learned from the 3 days here this week?
Well, I hope he learned not turning it over, not taking bad shots. You got to shoot a higher percentage. You get 0 assists, 4 turnovers. That's not good. But I love him to death as a kid. He's going to work really hard, and I think he will learn those things. And it's I looked out there at one point today, and we had 4 freshmen on the court, but that sounds like an excuse. But they've got to grow up quickly because we're playing them because they deserve it and the way they practice. But Caleb, RJ, Puff, Kerwin, Walker, Dayron, they've all got to get involved and get a little bit better along the way.
Hey, Coach, Patrick Dallahan, CBB 365. What are some positives that you guys can build off of as a team from this game?
Well, I think as playing 3 games, you get a lot of different looks. And I think we made some adjustments, and they did themselves in the game. I thought we were much better defensively in the second half than we were in the first half. And so I think in every game you play, you had an opportunity to get better or ignore the simple things and not get better. And I happen to think that our team will not ignore the simple things, and they'll try to do a better job and get better as we go along.
Take 2 more quick ones, please.
Thanks, Coach.
Coach, this is CL. When you look back at the turnovers from yesterday and then just from what you saw today, do you feel like Caleb and RJ, are they pressing too hard? It seemed like a number of times they were driving, trying to make something happen, and there was just no plan once they got in the lane.
That's CL. That's experience. I don't think they're pressing. You just got to make better decisions. And 2 of the first 2 turnovers in the first half, we just dribbled the ball, lost it. And so I think it's part of the growing pains, but at the same time, that sounds like an excuse, and they've got to grow up quickly. We can't keep doing that and saying, well, they're freshmen. It doesn't make any difference because it counts in the loss column, and you can't have 7 turnovers, but 2 guys are under your point guard spot.
One more if there is one.
Coach, what impressed you, especially with the younger guys, the fact that they battled back the way they did in the second half?
Well, I did. I liked that part of it. We started playing better. We were more attentive to detail on the defensive end of the floor. First half, there were 3 times that a guy got the ball outside the 3-point line and drove it all the way to the basket and laid it up. And so we didn't allow those kind of things in the second half like we did in the first half. But I did like the fact that we kept playing and made some shots. And except for the 3 misses, we made the free throws. But we had 3 misses in the last 2.5, 3 minutes of the game. And so we've got to learn that you got to step up there and make those free throws at crunch time. The easiest way to come back on people is get the best shot you can get. Don't turn it over and make your free throws. And we need to do a better job at all 3.
I was wondering if you could kind of tell us what Roy told y'all in the brief time you've had to talk with him, and what kind of lessons can you take from this game with a very young team from this loss?
Yeah, I mean, in the first half, we came out really flat, just not playing hard and just not competing. In the second half, Coach just told us just to go out there and fight and just be competitors. And I mean, we did it, but unfortunately, we just lost on a last-second shot. I mean, it was a lot of things we could have did better, like make free throws and just simple plays. But I could say we just learned that we just need to just stay playing hard the whole game and not taking any play for granted.
Armando, at the same time, what can you learn from the way you guys opened the second half and you turned it into a battle when at one point I think you guys were down like 16?
I mean, I think just that shows like when we play hard and go out there and fight, we can compete and just come back. But that's not how we want to play. We want to play like that the whole game and not just when we're down.
Is that a lesson for the young guys as much as the older guys, or how do you kind of work that out?
No, I mean, I think that's a lesson for all of us.
Thank you.
I mean, if no one has another question, I'll ask another one. Is that cool?
Yes.
Yeah. Armando, what do you think about how y'all are really passing the ball in the post, and what can y'all do better to get y'all more involved down low offensively with the big men y'all have?
Yeah, I mean, I would say first with the bigs, we could do a better job of just fighting for position and getting the ball lower. Because, I mean, obviously that's one of our strong suits, but just also just trying to get the guards a target and the guards just bringing it down more.
Garrison, what would you say was the difference in the second half with you guys being so focused about getting the ball inside? Was that simply Roy Williams' message at halftime?
That's always his message. But I think the biggest thing is we didn't turn the ball over as much. I think we defended better. In the second half, more intensity. I think we tried to get the ball to the basket, so being more aggressive.
Garrison, a lot of the talk has been that the young guys have to adapt and learn how to play the UNC way and with some of you guys. But how much of an adjustment has it been for you to learn how to play with them? And do you feel like maybe you started making some progress in that respect tonight?
Yeah, we're still learning, still getting better as a team every day. I think it's an everyday process to keep working every day and get better, get used to how everybody plays, and just keep growing.
And for you personally?
I can't hear you.
And for you personally?
Go ahead, just ask.
For me personally, I think it's something that's going to get better over time.
Hey Garrison, 3 games in 3 days. How did you guys get better as a team during this time frame?
I think we showed a lot of toughness, especially in the second game. Winning a close game and losing one like this, when we're down and we come back, I mean, it's kind of I don't know. It kind of shows the toughness that we have and the point we can fight and come back, and we're still one of the best teams in the country. Where we do what we're supposed to do, not turn the ball over and play hard.